Hi everybody, welcome back to Pogo News Around the World here. And today we're going to be taking a look at every Transformers, Earth Force Combiner, and Titan 2000 subscriber special. So without further ado, let's get to it. So I know what you guys are thinking. I know it's a Funko box, but we're not taking a look at Funko Pops today. It's actually what's in the box is what I want to show you guys. So here is a little sneak peek of it. So let's open it up and show you guys a little sneak peek. So coming in at number 1, here's Computron here. And we're going to be starting from smallest to biggest. And what makes Computron, and it consists of Scattershot, Straffy, Nose Cone, Afterbreaker, and Lightspeed. So there is Computron for you guys. And I really do like him, and I think I did an outstanding job at him. So coming in at number 2, we have Magnaboss here, as you guys can see. And this one I personally made from scratch, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So there is Magnaboss, who consists of BW Silverbolt, BW Prowl, and BW Ironhide. So there's Magnaboss. And I'd also like to show you guys that I personally made this piece that he's holding for like a sword here, as you guys can see, and I thought it looks pretty cool. So coming in at number 3, we have Sky Region. So here is Sky Region here, as you guys can see, and he consists of Skylynx, Trailbreaker, Hound, Wheeljack, Smokescreen. And as you guys can see, I personally made this part here, as you guys can see. So coming in at number 4, we have Defensor here, as you guys can see, and he consists of Hotspot, First Aid, Blades, Streetwise, and Rook. And as you guys can see, for his leg right here, it does look a little bit different because it's a different type of paper craft versus that there, as you guys can see, but it still fits and looks pretty cool. So coming in at number 5, we have Victorion. So here is Victorion here, as you guys can see. And I personally made him, and it took a really long time, but I think it was really well worth it. What makes Victorion is Pyromagna, Stormclash, Skyburst, Dust Up, Jumpstream, and Rust Dust. It kind of looks like Christmas colors. But overall, I think it did a really good job at him, and I like the way it turned out. So coming in at number 6, we have Volcanicus. Here, as you guys can see, and we're first taking a look at Autobot combiners here, as you guys can see, and then Titans, and then we'll move over to Decepticon combiners, and then just Decepticon Titans. But anyways, here is Volcanicus, and he is one of my #1 favorite combiners of all time. And he consists of Grimlock, Snarl, Swoop, Slug, and Sludge here, as you guys can see. So coming in at number 7, this one we're going to have to zoom out because this guy is freaking huge. We have Superion here, as you guys can see, in all of his glory. And he consists of Silverbolt, Air Raid, Alpha Bravo, Firefly, Skydive, and Power Glide here, as you guys can see, which is, 6 of them, which is really cool. And as you can tell for the gun, it is Power Glide. So there is Superion from the front side. And he is pretty tall. So coming in at number 8, we have Omega Supreme here, as you guys can see. We're going to have to zoom out again for this one because he is really tall. So here is Omega Supreme in all his glory. And he also is his own different paper craft. So coming in at number 9, we have Optimus Maximus here, as you guys can see. And he is also one of my favorite ones, and he looks really cool. And my #1 favorite Autobot is Optimus, and then my second favorite would be Grimlock. So here's Optimus Maximus, and he consists of Optimus Prime, Sunstreaker, Mirage, Prowl, and Ironhide. There, as you guys can see. And these took me a really long time to do in a couple of months, so I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. So that is all for combiners. So now let's move over to the Titans. So I know this guy looks pretty small, and I know he's supposed to be a lot bigger, but this is as big as I can get him. We have Metroplex here, as you guys can see, and he looks pretty cool. And he's way bigger than a combiner, and even way bigger than Superion or Omega Supreme. He's pretty cool. So he was coming in at number 10, if I haven't already said that. And last but not least, coming in at number 11, we have Fortress Maximus here, as you guys can see, in all his glory. And I like his big sword and the two guns on the sides of his arms there, as you guys can see. He's also one of my favorite Autobot Titans. I like him and Metroplex. They're really awesome. So there was Fortress Maximus for you guys. And just a quick recap. So there is all the Autobot combiners and Autobot Titans, as you guys can see. So without further ado, let's move on to the Decepticon combiners and Decepticon Titans. So now let's look at the Decepticons. And coming in at number 11, we have Trip Predicus here, as you guys can see. And he is pretty small here, as you guys can see. And he consists of C-Clamp, Ramhorn, and Decepticon here, as you guys can see. And I personally made him, and I think he turned out really well. So coming in at number 13, we have Leo Kaiser. Hopefully you guys can see him. So here is Leo Kaiser here, as you guys can see. And I also personally made him from scratch here, as you guys can see. And he consists of Skyhawk, Philbat, Iron Bison, Drillhorn, and Leozak. Here, as you guys can see, and he has a hard time standing, but he looks really, really cool. And there's his cool staff there, as you guys can see, that I made. So coming in at number 14, we have Abominus. here, as you guys can see. And he consists of Hunger, Rippersnapper, Blot, Sinister Twin, and Cutthroat. Here, as you guys can see. So coming in at number 15, we have Bruticus here, as you guys can see. And he is my number one favorite combiner for Decepticons. And he consists of Blastoff, Brawl, Vortex, Swindle, Onslaught. There, as you guys can see. He has always been one of my favorite Decepticon combiners. Hopefully you guys can see him, but there he is. So coming in at number 16, we have Predaking here, as you guys can see. And I'd just like to let you guys know that I personally, I didn't make this one from scratch, but I made it because they're usually just separate, but I made them together, so I'm not copying off anybody else as far as like making them into Predaking, but the individual ones, as you guys can see, are somebody else's. Hopefully you guys understood that one. So what makes Predaking is Razor Claw, Dive Bomb, Rampage, Headstrong, and Tantrum. Here, as you guys can see, he's also my second favorite Decepticon combiner. So coming in at number 17, Galvatronius. Here, as you guys can see, and as you guys can tell for both of his arms, I personally made those from scratch. He consists of Astro Train, Mind Wipe, Blitzwing, Cyclonus, and Acid Storm. Here, as you guys can see. So coming in at number 18, we have Menasor here, as you guys can see in all his glory. And he consists of Motormaster, Dragstrip, Dead End, Breakneck, and Breakdown. Here, as you guys can see. So coming in at number 19, we have Devastator here, as you guys can see. So here is Devastator for you guys, and he's pretty cool. He consists of Scrapper, Hook, Bone Crusher, Long Haul, Mixmaster, and Scavenger here, as you guys can see, and he's really cool. Also one of my favorites. It's really hard to choose like my favorite one of all because I just like the ones I told you guys a lot. So here, I forgot about him. He's one of the smaller ones. So coming in at number 20, we have Overlord here, as you guys can see, and he consists of Brain Module, Giga Tank, Gun, and Mega Jet here, as you guys can see. So now, as you guys can see, that those are all the Decepticon combiners. So now, moving on to the Decepticon Titans, coming in at number 21, we have Scorponok here, as you guys can see. He's pretty cool, and he can also transform into, the Scorpion. Last but not least, we have this is like one of the bigger ones. He's pretty big. We have Tripticon here, as you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see him. So here is Tripticon here, as you guys can see. And I personally made him myself, and I think I did an outstanding job. And it turned out really well, and he looks really cool. And I just love all the vibrant colors on him. And he can also transform into a base. And the same goes for the Autobots if I haven't mentioned it. So as you guys can see, that was the last. And that was a number 22 for Decepticons, which was, Tripticon. So there is all the combiners for Decepticons and all the Titans there, as you guys can see. So hopefully you guys survived and made it this long. And I'd also like to let you guys know that the ones that, as you guys can already tell, like Tripticon, that I made him. So I personally made him. But these ones right here that look like this, I did not make. Those ones are already made. All I had to do was just print them out and blow them up so that way they're big. But just to let you guys know, for Decepticons and for Autobots, same thing. goes for, both Autobots and Decepticons for that. Hopefully that didn't confuse you guys. Anyways, so there was the Decepticons for you guys. So here is all Autobots and Decepticon combiners and times put together. Here, as you guys can see, I put the bigger ones in the back and I put the smaller ones up front so you can, see them better. So there is all of them for you guys. I had a really fun time making these. It wasn't easy, but I pulled through, and it took me a couple months to make these, and it was really, really well worth it. And I'm super happy the way it turned out. And I hope you guys have made it this far and enjoyed the video so far. And you guys have definitely earned this, and I'm sorry it took so long for me to get this video out. It just took a really long time making all these. So I hope it was well worth the wait for you guys. So, thank you guys so much for everything that you do. Thank you so much for helping me reach 2,000 subscribers. And you guys have well earned this. And I can't thank you guys enough for everything that you do. I really, really do appreciate it. And just thank you guys so much for everything. And you mean a lot to me, so thank you. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next time on Pogo News Around the World. Bye. And please let me know down in the comment section if you want to see more videos like this in the future.